And thousands of wetland encroachers in Butebo district are willing to vacate the wetlands voluntarily after a massive sensitization drive on the dangers of depleting an ecosystem. Butebo local leaders want government to first come up with special wealth creation initiatives for the communities that have been depending on wetlands as an alternative source of income. The matter was among the issues discussed by local leaders and the Minister of State for Teso Affairs, Dr. Kenneth Obote, during his maiden tour in Teso sub-region.
Thousands of rice growers in Butebo district are living in fear over the looming evictions from Wetlands Cabinet, having passed a policy of restoring all wetlands in the country.
It is a government policy because the wetland is not our, it belongs to the government. And what we are going to do is, the little you are going to give us, we shall start from there.
You know, they use that money of rice two seasons to educate their kids, to buy something like animal, to survive.
Butebo local leaders now want government to first come up with an alternative source of income for the communities that depend on the wetlands before they are evicted.
It could be fish farming, it could be cattle rearing, dairy farming, because really there is need to have them have something to do as they get out of the wetlands.
Dominic Ogule, who has grown rice in Komomoroto wetland for more than 15 years, says he's ready to start another way of making ends meet if he receives a special package from government.
I will go back to one of the two things, whether fishing, construction of dams. I will go and carry out fishing pods, fish pods. If not, poultry, rearing of turkeys. Could also bring in some income.
Some of the farmers who have abandoned rice farming have rushed to join Mayove small-scale irrigation scheme in Petete sub-county.
A group has around 4 to 6 members, and in a plot they can get, for example, if it is tomatoes, they can get around 4 millions, 3 millions, depending on the efforts they put in. So, in my opinion, the project is viable for the community.
Unfortunately, the project is incapable of accommodating the thousands of victims that will be affected by wetlands eviction.
The population is too big, so you can't bring this project, one project, and you think that it would benefit all the community.
So for me, it's an issue of can we empower them the more? Can we bring these projects? Because there's so many people who want projects, but somehow we are limited with funds. But if we have people at the higher level lobbying for us to have these projects, we surely will work to make sure that we implement them.
Minister of State for Teso Affairs, who was on his maiden tour, Dr. Kenneth Obote, says his ministry is ready to engage with the communities and find a way they can leave wetlands.
It is my duty to start preparing people in Teso for that eventuality. And I have been encouraging people in wetlands to switch from, agricultural practices like growing rice, planting, engaging in activities that cause silting, and instead switch to constructing dams in those wetlands, which would help and be actually catchments for water, and in effect prevent the overflooding, which is the biggest challenge in Teso right now.
The minister is also preparing to launch a 1 million tree planting campaign in Teso sub-region aimed at restoring the ecosystem. Lydia Chomkama, Joseph Okow, UBC News.